All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Shawa Harachakodash, the Moanist, the Apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. As your brother Hawaii got a quick lesson to you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens who swear bear witness to be the child of Heavenly Father. In the name of Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah God or Yahweh. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, Yeshua. So I got a quick lesson. Any of the preachers come out, you already know so the Spirit, why you believe it or not. And I just got a quick lesson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, part of counting the cost, counting the cost is having your character assassinated. You see, the people are going to look for anything that they can and whatnot and stuff just to throw you down and stuff or make you not look like this or look like that and stuff concerning the truth. You know what I'm saying? And what they don't get is the message and stuff that's being brought forth. Is it true? You know what I'm saying? It might come out harsh, it might come out gentle, it might come intermediate and stuff where you got a little bit of harsh and you got a little bit of gentle. You know what I'm saying? But is what is being said the truth? You see, you know, a lot of people are not going to receive it, and for the fact they can't receive it, they're going to look at you as a liar. They're going to throw dirt on your name, and as it says in Matthew, the 5th chapter and stuff. Blessed are you when people revile your name. You know what I'm saying? For revile your name and stuff. You see, roughly paraphrasing. You see, right? So I want to get into this. This is Rock 2:1. This is my son. If thou would come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tempting and stuff to try to escape what people think and whatnot and stuff. That peer pressure and whatnot and stuff. But fuck all that shit. Just sit up there and keep doing what you're doing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because look, hate, when it come down to the haters, when it come down to being we're not looking for popularity and stuff and celebrityship and whatnot. We're not trying to do that. But when it come down to it and stuff, it's going to happen anyways and stuff because this is the reasoning of men. You see, and when I say men, I mean women as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys and stuff, guess what? They go for the clout, whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when I say go for the clout, I'm talking about, where you're not necessarily trying to look for those to praise you or you're trying to get praise of men and whatnot and stuff. But that's what niggas do when they come down to clout and whatnot. And not clout as you trying to be a clout chaser, but I'm talking about the ones that give you clout and stuff. And it's like, yeah, my man's, my girl, or what this, that, and the third. Well, I'm talking about those people. You know what I'm saying? And they big you up and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just take the low. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right, and it might be tempting and stuff. It's like, yeah, yeah, I am that man and whatnot and stuff. And be like, nah. I always remember Galatians 6:3. When a man think himself as something, when he is nothing, he deceives himself. I always think about that. And the Apostle Paul, right, and as the elder apostles, great millstone, what did they say? They said that when it come down to elder Apostle Paul, you know what I'm saying, apostle of the Gentiles and stuff, he said he was low key, you know what I'm saying, deeper than the rest of the 12. You see, just saying, you know, right? And when it comes down to it, you know, don't be tempted. You know what I'm saying? Don't be tempted with different phrases or the names or the you know the things that people the clout. Don't be tempted by that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And part of that is part of that temptation stuff is that you're gonna be down with it and stuff. And the whole time it's like, nah, don't be down with it. Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make no haste in time of trouble. Don't be quick when you're in the midst of trouble and stuff to be hasty in your decisions and stuff. Think that shit through. You know what I'm saying? It works. Verse 3, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away. It says that thou mayest be increased at that last end and stuff. And the main thing we need that is increased and stuff is faith. You see? Because people gonna come against us. In most of the superhero movies or the cartoons or the comics and stuff, what happens is always some sort of time when a hero is always saving the people's asses and whatnot and stuff. And what end up happening? They they go for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? The heroes are being framed for this, that, and the third and stuff, and they go for it. You see, right? So it says, they go for it and stuff. So what's the main thing that we want to be increased in and stuff? Faith and whatnot and stuff, because we know that the people are going to be like this anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people are here for entertainment and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I'm an Israelite too and whatnot. But when the persecution comes and stuff, they gonna depart with the quickness. It says, verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. That's when they don't look at you and stuff as being, all popular. That's when they don't want to be an Israelite. That's when, you know, uh, 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 they look at you as a bumite or goofy or a liar, or they look at you as all types of things and stuff. You know what I'm saying, right? So this is um uh Second Peter's chapter 1:19. It's like First Peter's first, like Second Peter's chapter 1 verse 19. I'm sorry. um all right, Slocky. So this is First Peter chapter 2 verse 19. It says, for this is thankworthy if a man for conscience towards Yahweh Bashem Yahshai endure grief, you know what I'm saying, suffering wrongfully, you know what I'm saying, because they're going to bring all so much, you know what I'm saying, people who really want to throw dirt on our names and whatnot, so we won't be listened to. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Prophesy to the wind if they don't want to listen to you. Let them be like all the fuck niggas and stuff when it came down to the time of Noah and stuff, who didn't want to believe that rain was gonna come, you know what I'm saying, referring to the first death and whatnot and stuff. And yet you get saved because you knew better. You know what I'm saying, right? Let them be on that shit. You feel me? Right? So Salaki and stuff for the holiest words and stuff in advance. Right? So it says verse 20, First Peter 2:20, it says, for what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, to suffer wrongfully is Job 4:7, whoever perish being innocent. You know what I'm saying? It's a judgment that the Lord has brought upon you and stuff for what you have done in your past. You know what I'm saying? Or even in your current life, but you did it previously from the time of the judgment. You see, it says, ye shall take it patiently, as it says in Luke 21:19, in your patience possess your souls. And when you go into, I think it's either First Peter's 1, you know what I'm saying, it gives you a listen from 1 through 10. You know what I'm saying? And patience and temperance and stuff is and one of those are good attributes and stuff for a man of the Lord. You see, or even a woman of the Lord, or even a child of the Lord and stuff, if you believe. You see. It says, but if when ye do well and suffer for it, meaning go through that shit, it says ye take it patiently. This is acceptable with the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. That's what we want. We want the Lord to accept us. You see, you know. It said, verse 21 says, for even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh Shai Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps, because he got second in command. You know, it says the greater thou art, the greater thou art, the more humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, just to put it out there, you hear the speech and whatnot and stuff, and you think it's like, oh, he ain't humble, he ain't humble and stuff. But it's numbers of other things and stuff that you don't know about that person that is humble and stuff, or is humbled. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to the relationship of Yahweh Shem Shai, because guess what? The angels will tell you. It'll tell you. It'll tell you and stuff where you ain't all that in the bag of chips on. You see, right? But you people wouldn't know and stuff because you feed off the authority and the speech. You know what I'm saying? Try to cook up dirt and whatnot and stuff and be like woo to woo. You think somebody that's humble and stuff has to be somebody that's gentle voice and stuff, and that's not true. You know, humbleness and stuff is what that goes through between you and your how about Shem Yashai. You know what I'm saying, right? True, you could speak with authority and stuff and cut yourself. Because remember, it says that the word is a double-edged sword. You could be cutting somebody and stuff from something they doing and whatnot and not be aware. But then at the same time, if you doing and stuff, you cutting yourself too. Double-edged sword, meaning there's two sides of the blade that can bring harm. You know what I'm saying? Or correction. You see? You know? Because just to put it out there, say if you in a situation where you fighting with swords and whatnot, say if you get cut, you know what I'm saying, once you heal from that wound and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You gonna correct yourself so you won't get cut again. You see? Right? Right. So, so this is verse 22. It says, who did no sin, it was gal found in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And just to put it out there, um, there's something that's called righteous gal, and Apostle Paul did it. You know what I'm saying? Deceivers yet true. You see, I mean, you telling the truth, but you still deceiving the person. You know what I'm saying, right? It said, verse 23. It says, "Who when he was reviled not again." You know what I'm saying? It goes into that First Thessalonians the 5th chapter and stuff. Render not evil for evil. It says, when he suffered, he threatened not. It says, but committed himself to him that judgeth righteously, who is his own self, bear our sins in his own body on a tree, that we, being dead to sins, should live unto righteousness, by whose stripes ye were healed. For ye were as sheep going astray, but are now returned unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls. So hey, when it come down to it, you know, just suffer wrongfully and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because the greatest man and stuff on earth is Yahweh Shai, and guess what happened and stuff? He's in second command, you see, you know. So let these people say whatever it is that they gotta say. You know what I'm saying? As it says in Sirach, you know, if you're an individual and stuff who wear your heart on your sleeve, you know what I'm saying, you sell your soul, right? Sell your soul as in not to Esau and stuff, but you causes your soul to be on sale and stuff, roughly paraphrasing, when you tell how you feel. um uh uh I mean, at the same time, that could be a selling of your soul and stuff that don't have anything to do with money or 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 you know praising another and stuff, right? um yeah, the Wadi Yabashim Shah. This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha, chapter 32, verse 8. And it says, let thy speech be short, comprehended much in few words, be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue. Um, so, you know, you're aware of what, you know, these people own and whatnot and stuff, and you don't have to complain all the time and stuff. First and foremost, going for myself. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself. Don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? You see? Right. So this is it's another scripture I wanted to bring up. It escaped me, so lock it, bear with me. Uh yeah, I'm gonna just stop right there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there and stuff, but The end all be all, just suffer wrongfully and stuff. They want to call you a liar. They want to call you okay. The water y'all about to once again. This is Romans 8 and 18, right? This Romans 8 and 16. It says the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. It says, and if children, then heirs. It says heirs of Yahweh of Yahweh, and says, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shah Mashiach. It says, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You see, right? So, hey, if they want to say whatever you want to, they want to call you a liar. You know what I'm saying? They want to say that your life is a lie and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Little do they know they are not knowing the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And just let them talk. You know what I'm saying? Just let them talk. You know what I'm saying? I know it's something to get used to. You know what I'm saying? But it can be done. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is be repetitive with it. If you get used to people talking shit and stuff about you and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And it goes on and stuff. You don't say anything, you know. Hey, just know that, that your end is going to be more glorious and stuff than theirs. I don't know where it is. I think it's First Peter 4:1. It says, for as much then as Yahweh Shai has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. It says, for he that has suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. Right? And Apostle Har, uh, Apostle Bar, Apostle Rakai, Apostle Aranlav, and the elders, more likely on those four at the top. When I was a great millstone and stuff, you had the brother Mathate. I overheard him and stuff, and he was saying from GMS Feed the Flock or GMS Des Moines 2, right? And they got a GMS Des Moines 3 and stuff, but I know that's usually the brother you call be on that page and stuff if they still got it. But uh, he pretty much he has said that for what he have heard, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if he heard it from another brother, but he said it and I would happen to be around, and he said, you gotta learn how to love to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like the brother Kaparia would say and stuff, grow that thick skin. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, the zeal, you can't hold it in and whatnot and stuff, and you want to cuss somebody out and stuff, but other than that and stuff, just let these motherfuckers say what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. You see? You know, right? So I'm read First Peter 4:1 again. It says, for so much, then as Yahweh Shah Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. You know what I'm saying? Be of the heavens. It says, for he that has suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. It says that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of rioters speaking evil of you, because they want us to be like them. They want us to be Muslims. They want us to be in Islam. They want us to be Buddhists. I was going to say bosoms. Buddhists. They want us to be shamans. They want us to be atheists. They want us to be in Satanism. They want us to be the ways of this world and whatnot. They want us to denounce Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want that shit, man. Right? So it says verse 5, it says, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, meaning those who don't know. It says that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in the spirit and stuff. And we judge the men in the flesh and stuff, but you know, uh, 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 the Lord be on our side and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? Verse 7 it says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye sober and watch unto prayer." Now, that sober, yes, you know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, don't be drinking no much. It says excessive of wine and whatnot and stuff, right? Of course, you know, uh, but that sober ultimately goes into wholeness of mind and stuff, meaning the wholeness of this truth. Because as it says in Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength and salvation. He that fear the Lord is his treasure." You see, right? So the thing is that, uh, 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 you know, be on point when it come down to this truth. Like the brother Yeshaya, what he say? He said, "Be on fire or be on fire." You know what I'm saying? Double-edged sword. There you go. Right? Be on point or be in that fire. You see? You know, I'm gonna grab this. This is Colossians or Collisions. Colossians 3 and 1, it says, "If ye then be risen with Yahushua Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Yahushua Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affection on the things above, not on the things on the earth." And the things on the earth and stuff is worrying about how people think of you. You know what I'm saying, right? Because if you got the truth, you got the Holy Spirit, you doing your thing and stuff according to the Lord, you be on fire for the Lord and stuff, even though other people probably can't see it spiritually. The thing is that, keep doing what you're doing and whatnot and stuff, and the Lord's gonna show in due time. You see, right? So verse 3, it says, "For ye are dead, and your life is here with Yahushua, with Yahushua Mashiach and Yahweh and stuff. We're dead to this world. You know what I'm saying? We like, you know, our light of our eye and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the scriptures and stuff. We want the kingdom. We don't want this place to continue. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to worry about niggas. You got to worry about bitches. You got to worry about demon ass children and delinquents and whatnot and stuff. Being on some bullshit and stuff because you seek to rise spiritually and stuff and they want to stay at that low vibration. You see? Verse 4, it says, "When Yahweh Shai, who is our life," going to Psalms 40 and 7, for he's written in the book, for Psalms 47, for he's written in the valiant book, for it's written of me, referring to Yahweh Shai, right? It says, "When Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory." You see, and that's what we want. We want to appear with him in glory and stuff. So guess what? Suffer wrongfully, because that's exactly what he had to do. You had people that was being paid, you know what I'm saying, to bring false accusations and stuff. And guess what? These people want us off the streets. The people want us in jail. They want us dead and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want us in hardships. They want us to be miserable and whatnot and stuff. And the Lord is gonna bless us openly and stuff in front of their faces, and there ain't gonna be nothing they can do. You see? Even when all this carnal shit is gone and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to glorify a person when the money ain't doing shit, when America is like Venezuela and whatnot, when it come down to their monetary system, right? When the Lord is showing them blessings and stuff that nobody else can take, you see, as it says in Matthew the 6th chapter. Let me grab it right quick. Bear with me. It's Matthew 6 and 14. It's 16. It says 19. Bear with me. Yeah, 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." You know what I'm saying? We're building up in our spiritual bank account and stuff where the Lord is going to be for us and stuff where we're going to need miracles. Because remember, you had Israel when they was coming out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? They weren't stopping from town to town or city to city or different places and stuff. When they come down to Africa, they weren't doing that. They kept moving about and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord was trying them, trying their faith and whatnot and stuff when they didn't have nothing. Hey, guess what? Their clothes ain't deteriorate. Their shoes ain't get all messed up and brittle and whatnot. Their shit wasn't talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit was pulling from the seams. It wasn't happening like that. You know what I'm saying? Their bulls didn't need to be fed, and their cows and their cattle and stuff and their animals didn't need to be fed. It's like it. they need to be fed, right? You know, every time they complain and stuff about having some food and whatnot and stuff, the Lord had them. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord's gonna be for us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what these people talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what they say. If they threaten your life and whatnot, who knows if the Lord gonna open the ground up and stuff and cause all they shit to stuff to fall in and stuff and then close up the ground again. Let you see something like that and stuff. You're gonna be like, damn, you know, gonna have you more on fire for you. How about Shimmy Shai? You know what I'm saying? You see, you're gonna see a difference, you know what I'm saying, between you and them. So I'm gonna read again, Matthew 6:19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if your treasure is towards this truth, you know what I'm saying, who gonna be able to take away you knowing how to sit down in a chair or tie your shoes after you learned it and whatnot? Who gonna be able to take that away? Now, ultimately, it'll be the Heavenly Father, because everything comes from heaven. You know what I'm saying? So if He give it, He could take away and stuff. But the thing is that if He ain't take it away, can't nobody else take anything away from you. So fuck Him. You see? You know. The harsh language and whatnot and stuff might be a little slur in my language and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I might be a little comfortable right quick. But when it comes down to it and stuff, what are they gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? What are they gonna get mad? They gonna kill you? You know what I'm saying? You get out that gym and they gotta suffer the judgments that need to come. What are they winning? Nothing. You see? So suffer wrongfully, man. Suffer wrongfully. It don't feel good at all. But as Pastor Haas said when he was telling the other elders, the other apostles and stuff, he said, learn how to love, how to suffer and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you get used to it, it can't bother you as much. You know, like you know, this might seem like a little off, but it's not. When it come down to Eeyor's personality and stuff was a downer. You know what I'm saying? And it was times that he got happy and woo to woo from Winnie the Pooh, right? But when it came down to Eeyore and whatnot, every time something bad happened and stuff, it never made him crack because he suspected it. And my motto and stuff, it can go vice versa, but my motto is expect the worst and hope for the best. Because the worst is gonna come first before the best comes. You see? Now, some other people say hope for the best and expect the worst. You know what I'm saying? But expect the worst first and stuff and hope for the best. It just sounds better for me. You know what I'm saying? To each his own and stuff. You want to do it the other way, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, you know you know, I do my model, my thought process is expect the worst, hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Because when bad things happen and stuff, what are you doing? You hoping for the best. You know? You don't have to follow that vibration and stuff. I'm just saying. So suffer wrongfully, man. You know? Shoot, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, I had a brother he was called Lil Gad. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't finna go into the technicalities and whatnot and stuff. He was called Lil Gad, and uh Brothers of Great Millstone, Chicago know who I'm referring to. Lord change, I ain't gonna go into it. But pretty much, he gave me his garment. His garment was black. You know what I'm saying? The fringes was gold, the border blue, of course, right? And I had this dream where I was in the heavens. It was an old dream. I still remember it, but it was an old dream, and 8%, 8%, right? It was an old dream, and he he ain't do anything, but I had the garment on because that was my first garment. I never made my garment stuff until now. You know what I'm saying, or previously and whatnot and stuff. But he gave me his garment and stuff, and it was all black and whatnot, and I was digging it. You know what I'm saying, right? And Uh, brothers might look at it in a certain wavelength and whatnot. You can do that if you want to. I don't care. But when it comes down to it, all I saw was my feet. I had socks on. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the garment. I saw the fringes and the border blue and a little bit of the black and stuff. I didn't see myself, but I saw myself looking down, and I was in the heavens as if I was flying or floating in the sky. You see, and I'm hoping that that actually happens. You see, I'm hoping that it actually happens and stuff. So I take whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the point when they keep dogging you and doing you dirty and stuff, not the brothers and stuff. I'm talking about these people who don't believe or they want to see you miserable. When they keep doing that shit, you tend to get used to that, and it's like say what you want, do what you gotta do. Like Yahweh Shai, when the time of Judas Iscariot, his point was to sit up and betray the Lord and whatnot and stuff. Yahweh Shai was like, do what you gotta do. Do what it is. Do what the fuck it is that you gotta do. Yahushua prayed in the valley of Gethsemane and stuff 3 times unto the Lord and stuff, and the Lord ain't give him no answer, but he received an answer when he saw through the spirit that Judas Iscariot was on that bullshit, you know, because he was lost. He thought that if Yahushua got crucified right then and there, the kingdom was gonna come at the snap of a finger. That's how he was lost. You see, you know, that's why he was lost. He had 2 sons of perdition. You got Esau, Edom, you know what I'm saying, who was done for, right? And then Judas Iscariot and whatnot, he was lost because he thought that he was going to bring the kingdom if he betrayed Yahweh Shai and stuff because of what the prophecy that Yahweh Shai was given to the 12. That's why he was lost. That's why he's also a son of perdition, vessel into ruin because he messed over himself. You see, right? So, uh, uh, Yahweh Shai was like, let's get it over with. It's here. I see it. Got his answer. I'm finna be a martyr. Okay, let's get this over with. And he died and he became second in command of Yahweh Shai. Of Yahweh. Salaki, you see. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shawah, Hawar HaKodash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom, wa Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala. And if these people got something to say and stuff, fuck them. If they ain't on the same accord and stuff, then guess what? You got to do the same thing that King David did. You'd be like, oh, he sound like a little bitch and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? Just that should be in your mind and stuff. But he gets beamed up and you don't. You know what I'm saying? Who the bitch then? You know what I'm saying? You got to always think about that. So bear with me. It's Psalm 73 and 3. I'll start at verse 1. Psalm 73 and 1. It says, a psalm of Asaph. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. It says, but as for me, my heart, so like my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. You know what I'm saying? So it's Asaph, Slakia, right? Slipped and whatnot and stuff, right? Bent out of shape. Verse 3, it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. It said, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Now, yes, it goes into Esau, Edom and stuff, but it can go for Jake too, because a lot of Jakes, they want to follow the vibration of Esau, Edom, man. It says, verse 6, it says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, Violence covered them as a garment and stuff, and they violent. Look at the music that they listen to. I shoot you, shoot you. You know what I'm saying? They explain their guns and whatnot and stuff, and that's what they for. You know what I'm saying? But that's the vibration of Esau because uh 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 Esau's blessing was a sword. You know what I'm saying? You know, violence is his blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because his blessing being a sword, when it come down to the sword, you use that for violence. You know what I'm saying, right? Now I'm gonna skip down some. Verse 9, it says, they set their mouth against the heavens. It says, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people returneth hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? He said, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. You see, even Jake, they want to chase after that bag, right? Verse 13 says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain, and since and washed my hands in innocency. It says, for all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I would speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children. Because, Jake don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The time's going to come that they're going to want to hear it. And it's going to be too late. You know? You know? They're going to be, even when the scripture says that they should seek to please the poor is Israel. You know what I'm saying? The ones who seeking to please the poor are going to be the heathens. But it's going to be 2/3 of Jake too. They're gonna change your mind. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, he was right. He was woo the woo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, hey, that's when certain family members and stuff that was ready to kill you down there or lock you up or they beat your ass and whatnot and stuff. They're gonna be, hey, tell me what you was telling me about that Bible stuff. You know what I'm saying? They gonna change, man. People that came against you and stuff, they should be as not and stuff. And guess what's gonna happen? They gonna be like, hey, can you let me know? And it's gonna be all up to the Lord and stuff. Because it was a time as me and y'all holler in the past. You know what I'm saying? We was talking to the Hispanic and stuff, and I always get excited when it come down to Iskar because because Iskar be like the only ones that can teach me and stuff are other Iskarites, those who look like me, right? But he couldn't really speak English like that and stuff, right? So for some reason, at the time and stuff, it was Ecclesiastes 3:26. My tongue was cleaving to the roof of my mouth because he couldn't understand me anyways. I would need the brother Y'all Allah and stuff to pretty much to translate in Spanish and stuff for the brother to understand the breakdown and stuff that we was talking to. But I was heated, you know what I'm saying? Right? I was heated in a good way and stuff. I wanted to help out. And uh it didn't work out and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I could see that happening for certain Jakes and stuff who want to change at the last minute, you know, where you want to sit up and tell them it's like, okay, it's this, it's that, you know what you're talking about, but for some reason it just won't come out clear. And if you don't peep it, it's going, you're going to be like, damn, what the fuck? You going to doubt and say you going to fuck with you and whatnot. If you don't peep it and stuff, it could be two things. It's either Satan is messing with you, or it could be the fact that the Lord don't want you to give it onto that person. You see, because they waited too long, right? So what was I'm gonna skip down. Bear with me. This Psalm 73 and 17. it says, if I say, verse 15, it says, if I say, I will speak thus, it says, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children. So I must have read it already. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Verse 17, it says, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh Bashim Yashad, then understood I their end. So, when it comes down to these people and stuff, they don't want to listen, whatnot and stuff. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Look at it as a faith boost and stuff that the Lord bestowed his knowledge onto you and not onto them. You know what I'm saying? Which means you're special and better than them. You see? They might have the dainties when it comes down to this world and whatnot, but remember, the Lord told you to be content and stuff with what you have. You know what I'm saying? So if they on some bullshit and stuff, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If they looking at you and stuff as inconvenient or non-sufficient or inefficient and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, because you're not part of this or part of that, but the Lord gave you the understanding, then to hell what they think and stuff. You got to look about look when it came down to Noah and whatnot and stuff. They didn't want to hear what he had to say for 100+ years and stuff, but him and his household got saved, and the rest of them got destroyed. You see, Romans 15:4, things are written aforetime was written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? So hey, probably they want to hear forbear and stuff. You still give this word. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't want to listen, you know what I'm saying? If they want to call you this and call you that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Put your mind onto it and stuff. That guess what? These things are gonna happen and stuff because they are the true haters. You see? The Lord is gonna bless us openly in their face. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna stand it and they gonna seek to ruin and whatnot, but all they gonna do is end up ruining themselves, you know what I'm saying, instead of saving themselves and stuff and just smelling the coffee and whatnot and stuff, waking up and smelling the coffee that look, you know, that's man, Lord, they gonna have to see. I'm saying because me, speaking as a man, when it comes down to if you are part of the elect, you get crowned, you get saved in the first round, even if you're a martyr and stuff, right? You get killed by Jake or the heathens, you know what I'm saying? Guess what's gonna happen? The thing is that them motherfuckers do it. If the Lord don't put in their spirit to change at the right given time and stuff, say if you get that early crown and stuff and it's still time to deal with certain things that's happening on the earth, guess what? If they Jake, they gonna be your kids. And they're gonna know and stuff. I killed you. I assassinated your character. I did you dirty and whatnot and stuff. And here it is. Here it is. You was the one that I needed to listen to. That's going to that Daniel's. And I close out this. It's Daniel's 12:2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Now that's talking about, dust referring to confusion and stuff. They fall in the ways of the world and whatnot. They're going to awake. They're going to know that they're Israelites, right? It says, and it's referring to Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it can also go to another fold and stuff referring to the heathens. It says some to everlasting life, and who is that? The Israelites. It says, and some to shame and everlasting contempt and whatnot, and that's going to be the Israelites too for the 2/3. But then it's also going to be the heathens. You know what I'm saying? Right, right, right. So they're gonna when the kingdom comes and stuff and they're born and stuff, because even the 2/3 they're gonna have spiritual powers. They're gonna know it's like you was that guy. Because even us as a when it come down to you was that guy and stuff who was telling us this, that, and the third and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? They're gonna see us in our glory. Whether if it be the glory of the sun or the moon or the stars, they're gonna see us in our glory and stuff. And they're gonna see us like, guess what? If you they're gonna know. They're gonna know. Going to Proverbs, the 5th chapter, verses 11 through 13. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. Right now, they might just like, oh, they might even look at us as being 2/3 and stuff. But in the end, the Lord is gonna make manifest and stuff who's his elect is pretty soon. And when that happens, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna either see it on this end. If not, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna see it in the kingdom. You see? And individuals and stuff that done you dirty and stuff, and they was heathens. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You can they can be your slaves in the kingdom. You see? They could or if they jakes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then they happen to be the 2/3 that the Lord had ordained them to be and stuff, then guess what? They would be your children. They could fuck around and be your children in the kingdom. You see? You know? And they'll know. They'll know that what a prophet has been among them, as it says in Ezekiel 33 and 33. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua wa Hakodash. Double honors to apostles who break millstone and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom wa Kwam Yasharala.